Welcome back, Truth Seeker. September 29th, 2018. A news story out today about a 33-year-old veteran who went to the VA in Minneapolis, Minnesota, hours before taking his own life. And he reportedly died February 24th, earlier this year, 2018. So let's go through how this is an example of news by the numbers and talk about why they waited until today, September 29th, to make this a national news story. Notice he's 33 years old. His name's Miller. He's a Marine. In the language of Gematria, Miller, Federal, Masonry, Secrecy, Order, and Marine all sum to 33. They say that he went to his car after attending the clinic and committed suicide by shooting himself. So notice, today's September 29th, the day of this story. It's the day leaving 93 days left in the year. And where this happened is a very 93 city, which we've talked about many times before. Minneapolis, Minnesota, in Gematria, sums to 93. The city is also on the 93rd meridian. The name Justin, with the alphabetic order, sums to 93. His name was Justin Miller. In case you're new here, there's 4 ways to decipher the language. There's the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, up to Z is 26. There's also just flipping the alphabetic order around, making Z1, counting back to A is 26. And that cipher, Miller, sums to 93, the reverse alphabetic order, whereas with the alphabetic order, Justin's 93. And then the other 2 ways are the alphabetic order and reverse alphabetic order with the rules of numerology, which is what we looked at here and here. And you can see how this works here. You see how M's worth 4? M's the 13th letter. The numerology of 13 is 1 plus 3 is 4. I's 9. N's the 14th letter. 1 plus 4 is 5. You just make each letter a single digit number. So, the main thing is, this man's name's Justin Miller, 9393. Story releases on the day leaving 93 days left in the year. Comes out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, 93 land. But there's more. I want you to notice that Minnesota is also on the 44th parallel. This is about a military man killing himself. Notice that military sums to 44. That's with the alphabetic order and rules of numerology. With the reverse alphabetic order and rules of numerology, military sums to 55. And if we come down here and look at his obituary, he supposedly killed himself February 24th. That's the 55th day of the year. Minneapolis alone, we can see this up here, Minneapolis alone sums to 55. See how this breaks down here? Minneapolis 55, Minnesota 38, you add it together 93. But dead on the 55th day of the year, this Minneapolis military man supposedly committed suicide. With regards to the city being on the 44th parallel, military 44, trooper 44, soldier 44, infantry 44, officer 44, shooting 44, gunfire 44, supposedly dead from shooting himself. This also happened in February, the month with Gematria 42 like Freemason. This practice of coding numbers into words is Masonic. Masonry controls the government, the military, the media, the hospitals, the VA clinic, this nation. I wonder if he really committed suicide. I wonder if it wasn't that he was murdered and his death was blamed on a suicide. A lot of people in the military know things that they shouldn't know. So, the date of his death, February 24, 2018, that was a date with numerology of 64 and 44. And something I routinely talk about is how dates with this type of numerology, it's just clockwork. Every month when the date comes up that has the numerology this way, there's a murder in the news. Might be a celebrity, might be a missing woman, might be something like this. But the word kill with the alphabetic order 44, the reverse alphabetic order 64. And consider that the number that's connected to his death so strongly, 93, that's a number that symbolizes the planet Saturn. Saturn, in occult terminology, has to do with death and judgment. So again, I'm urging the world to learn this code, to take this knowledge seriously, to share it with their friends and family, because it could be their friend or family member who ends up being the next victim of this code. And if you want to learn more about this code, the best way to do it is to read the book that I spent 5 years writing. 773 pages, $5, and you only got to read the first 5 pages to get your money's worth, literally. And again, this book, the link to purchase, linked in the description of every video. Come and read the reviews. You will be the next happy customer. You read a lot of these reviews, they're people who just found the work, went out and bought the book right away and started reading and couldn't believe what they had found. So, support the movement. By picking up this book, you're making a great investment in yourself and a worthy cause. I'm trying to get enough people to invest in this book so that I can pile up the resources to employ a team of people so that we can start a full-on Gematria news network, be able to go to the scene of where these news stories break by the numbers, expose them on the scene. A lot can happen if the people invest in this cause. This is a better investment than a greasy hamburger, etc. And it really is a gold mine for $5. So if you read the reviews, you'll see how many people say I should be charging a lot more. But again, it's priced at $5 because I know a lot of people are broke, especially a lot of veterans out there. A lot of veterans that serve their country. Now they're broke. Now they're down and out. Now they're depressed. Now they're dealing with all sorts of fallout from participating in things that they wish they never would have. Most people join the military so they can afford an education. Another reason my book's just $5. Everyone can afford that. Everyone will get an education reading that book. Guaranteed. Until next time, Truth Seeker.